Merry Christmas! How y'all doing? Cheers. Okay, I gotta set this thing up. So bear with me. I think I can just do this. There we go. Okay. What's up, Eric? I see you on there, buddy. Chippy, you still on here? I got my little iPad down here. So I got my computer there. I should probably switch them, to be honest with you. There's a big delay. Interesting. Let's let a few people get on. Oh, wow. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. It's easier to say Hazlitt. Merry Christmas to you, though. Hey, what'd you say you were from Missouri? I think. For some reason, me and a couple others thought you were from overseas, like another country. I don't know why. Maybe because your name or something. But hey, thanks for swinging by, Mr. Eric. Lower Alabama homesteading in the house. What's up, bud? We just got a few inches, 3-4 inches, but the drifts are like, knee. Some of them are probably waist high. The drifts, man. I got my wood stove blazing right now, so my whole body, my cheeks are red like Santa. And I got this hat on. Merry Christmas hat. Francis is fine. Okay, Francis, right? Francis? Is that mid Missouri? From Spain originally. Okay, hey, look at that. So we wasn't far off. Thanks for clearing that up. Appreciate it. Who else is here? Mama Bellhopper, what's up? How y'all doing down there? You getting any snow? I know you're a lot more south, but King Saul's in the house. Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And the vintage axe hoarder's in the house. And I tried to get him on here tonight. He's a shy one. But he's so intelligent when it comes to axes. So you guys would have got a better show. So get on him about that. We're going to try to get him on here one of these days because he's very knowledgeable and he knows his stuff. And he's an awesome dude, too. In fact, he was the one who got me into this beautiful HBR Vika Tassie pattern. Look at that. It's the one I've been working on all week. And I just couldn't be happier, Matt. I'm serious, man. That's like the ultimate Christmas present. And this is stuff's like just, I got that laying around. To him, he's got some beautiful axes and handles, and he knows how to swing it. Let me tell you. Anyway, I'm going to get you on here one of these days, pal. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, no, I don't think you can put any kind of handle on this kind of head and it'll look beautiful. Hey, Brian Two Bears, what's up, buddy? Who did I miss? I'm sorry, I missed somebody probably. Curly Bill Thompson, Merry Christmas. And you guys, obviously, you know I'm no pro to axes, and I'm no pro to chainsaws, but it's just something I really enjoy. And this community is so awesome. I could reach out to people like Matt and Brian and all these other people, and um, that's the cool thing about this. You don't have to be a pro at this stuff, because everybody like rallies around you, and you can learn. And then plus the videos on YouTube that they make and things like that. And I mean, that's what's cool about. Let me make this clear. That's what's cool about a smaller community, because in YouTube we're kind of a smaller niche community. It's not like we're a video game niche or something, because you can't learn anything. So you can reach out to someone and they can respond. They will respond, and there's not 350 questions that they have to go by. And that's what's cool, and that's what we need. That's why I like capitalizing on this so much. And not capitalizing, that's not a good term, but like just it's very resourceful, and I appreciate that. And maybe I can teach somebody too, but we all can work together and do that. And I think it's really super cool. And that's why I hope everyone is successful in however far they want to go. But I appreciate the smaller community where someone's reachable. That's I guess what I'm trying to say, because it's hard to just learn, from a video that they make, or just one simple question that they answer, whereas, people like us are approachable or reachable, and we can learn from each other in a messaging form or email or something like that. So I just think that's a blessing personally. Drinking Coca-Cola, zero sugar. What do you call this? Coke Zero, I think. I don't know. I felt like having one. It's a Sumi. Anyway, can you guys hear me okay? What's up, Andre? Speaking of knowledge, there's another one. BOBE8888. I have a question, man, about chainsaws and stuff and porting, and that guy there, man, he's got it wrapped up. He's been doing this for a long time. Thanks, Brian. Aaron Lynch, what's up, buddy? Oh, I am gonna love it. I can't wait to hit it. The deal with these Killinger stickers, if you guys ever, it's hard to kind of see, isn't it? These Killinger stickers that I made I designed these for Chris. They're really cool, and they look cool on the axe too. It gives it that vintage feel. Kind of hard to see, isn't it? There, that's upside down. I don't see that junk. There we go. Yeah, I designed those. I took my time on that. He wanted a vintage. I used to do that kind of stuff. I used to be a web designer, and I have a computer degree. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I'm into tech and stuff. And I mean, obviously not here. This is what gets me away from all that stuff. But anyway, I think these go really well with the axe and the vintage look. But the thing about these is you actually you have to take them off. And the good thing is they're not like paper. They're almost like a thin vinyl. So you can actually take it off and reuse it. But after you're done, they don't stick as well. So I like getting them where they're not on the axe yet. Like he can, if you get a Killinger axe, you can request. He may have started doing that. I'm not positive, but you can request it if not. And they'll come just on the sticky paper, or whatever it's called, the non-sticky paper, like wax type paper. And then when you're all done, then you can stick the sticker on it. And I have snake juice is what I use for the finish, and I actually just oil it all over like that, and it doesn't affect it at all if it's stuck on there. So it does a pretty good job. But I like having that on there because it's just such a cool design, and it goes with an antique axe, So, Kurt, what's up? Dang, buddy, what time is it over there, Kurt? Nate, what's up, big Nate? My guy right there. K&L's in the house. Jonathan Goodman, living the dream. Good evening, sir. John, man, I can never pronounce your name right either, John. John L. I'm calling you John L. Slacks is here. No way, Slacks. If you guys haven't checked out Slacks' channel, SLAX, you should, man. He is freaking great at what he does. If you like Guilty of Treason, Jacob, you'll love Slacks, man. He does the same type stuff. He's climbing up the trees, and just, dude, he's a ninja. He's a ninja at that stuff, man. Really good. SLAX, check him out, man. You're cool as heck too, man. Such a cool dude. Sorry if I missed you on there, guys. I just wanted to say hello and Merry Christmas to everybody. Got my Christmas hat on like that. God. I'm a Christmas guy. Okay, there's actually something I wanted to talk about. Chippy! Lynn Sitcom. Okay, John Lynn Sitcom. The Mac guy. Hey, John, I got a question for you. Bellhopper's been looking. He's not having any luck. If you come across a 1010 brake handle flag, I'm looking for one. Anybody, for that matter, that's listening. Bellhopper's looking. He said he thought he had some, but he can't seem to find it. I'm making, if you saw the video, I'm building a little, well, I don't have to build much of it, but I'm building a 1010 for Woolie's World over there. He's been wanting a Mac 1010, forever. And you'll never see any Mac stuff overseas hardly. And that's like one of his like dream saws or something. I know it sounds kind of odd to us, because there's 1010s and a lot of these smaller Macs over here everywhere, but like, they're not there. So anyway, that's I'm wanting to do that for him, and that's the only thing I'm missing. So if anybody comes across any of that, I just need the brake flag and probably the assembly for the, like the spring or whatever. I have the clutch cover that receives the flag. I just don't have the brake flag. I think that's what it's called. So anyway, there's that. Eric Eves, what's up, buddy? Eric Eves, working for Buck and Billy Ray, I see. You did an awesome job on that, dude. You and Kenzie. You guys killed it. That 7900 is nasty. I love it. Wasn't it you? Yeah, it was you. Mr. Kinsey. Let's see. I guarantee Bob has a. Nate. Bob who? What? Bob has. Well, just let me know. I have not asked Clint, Brian. That's actually a good idea. I forgot about Clint, but he was real adamant about keeping all of his stuff and not selling stuff. And I don't know. I don't know. Sawzilla in Texas. I think I know that guy. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he doesn't really care if he has a break flag. He doesn't. He just wants the Mac. But I know he's all like into safety, and I mean, we're all kind of into safety. But he's like super, like he's got the face shield and all the garb. He's so. I wanted to have at least that break flag. Oh, okay, gotcha, Nate. Sorry, I brain fart. Yeah, you're right. I bet he does have that. But anyway, I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to show some of my axes and kind of just get some conversation started about. Yeah, thanks, John. Let me know, bub. I wanted to talk about how I categorize axes. Like when I see an axe or whatever, or build an axe, or I'm not like some builder, but you know what I mean. When I envision what I say, okay, I'm going to use this for X, Y, or Z, right? Um, oh, actually, before that, yeah, Matt Fleming. Anyone have a good way to paint an axe handle without totally blocking the wood from taking up BLO later? I figured this is the right crowd. Well, you might want to reach out to Killinger on that too. He's the one that I've never tried this before. What I did here, and I was going to stain this because I thought that's how you did it, to make it this like black color. And this doesn't have any. This doesn't have any of the snake juice on it yet. That's why it's real dull looking and not kind of shiny, almost like real pretty. So if you think it's pretty now, whew, it's gonna look sweet when I put this finish on it. But yeah, Matt. Okay, I didn't know that, Kurt. Kurt said you can get a special linseed oil based paint. And when I was talking to my woodworking guy, that's what he does for a living. He was telling me to get an oil based paint or oil based stain if I go to do this on black, because if you get an oil based stain, you can still see the grain really good, and you can, and obviously stain, the thicker you put it on, the darker it is and all that. So that's why I was going to go to. Nathan is in the house. What's up? Out of the woods. He said Doug's chainsaw fuel fun. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. But we're talking axes today, man. Oh, hey, if you guys watch Out of the Woods, Nathan is converted to the dark side. He's got his first, what is that, 372 Husqvarna, right? That's a sweet saw too, man. You got a good one for your first one. So no, I know you're probably like the Steel and the Husky. I do too, but that's a nice one for your first one. But very very nice saw. Anyway, so well, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So yeah, he said oil based is stain. But then I called Chris Killinger, and I was like, that one double bit axe you made, and it has the awesome leather, blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, I just burn it. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, burn it, but don't scorch it. I was like, okay. So I experimented on another one of his handles. Right here, this is a red elm handle, so it's a little darker, see? And this is a boy's axe handle. And I'm a tall, long arm guy, so it looks small, but it's not. It's 24 inches. So I was experimenting with this, and I was like, well, I'll just do this and see how it works. And in this axe, I was going to do the whole thing, but I was like, dang, that's kind of cool how I did this one. So that's what I just did, this and this, and I thought, you know what? Two things here. If I want to go all the way, I still can, right? And if I don't like this, I can still sand it, sand it, and it'll take all of this off, but it'll still have like that deep grain look, like when you just barely burn it. So it's kind of a win-win, man, doing this stuff, I think. So yeah, but I like this too. And look, I mean, it doesn't rub off on your hands or anything. It's kind of awesome. What I did was just to let you know, if anybody wants to do this, what I did was I took just a propane torch, and well, I didn't do the bottom, and I started like burning it, and sometimes it would catch on fire and just kind of blow it out. But you go a little too far if it catches on fire, but it still doesn't hurt it. And then I took some steel wool and just started kind of sanding at it like that. And then it started getting lighter. But the more you go with the steel wool or sandpaper or whatever you use, a light sandpaper, the more it'll take that off. But then you can burn it again. So that's what I did. I kind of left this alone after that, and then I kind of burned this again, and then kind of lightly sanded it again. I'm like, yeah, that looks good. And that's really all it took. And then I was confident enough to start on this part. So I thought it turned out pretty cool. I still want to, if I don't do this one, I still want to do an axe that's all black. The whole thing is like that. I think that looks cool. Like Killinger's done a couple. So, but anyway, it's really simple. You don't have to be scared of that. It's really simple. But then after you're done and you like it, then put your finish on afterwards, is what I was told. So, well, y'all must be bored. Must not be much to do. There's a lot of people on here. No, I appreciate y'all swinging by. Just going through some of these comments. Barker Sauls, what's up, buddy? I know you're cold over there. If I'm cold, you're probably colder where you're at. You guys are in, is it Michigan? Upper Michigan? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, man, my cheeks are so red from that wood stove is. I got her cranked up good. Caleb Crockett, how you doing? Honestly, not knowing about axes. Only ones hey, Fiskars. Let me tell you something. I'm getting ready to go through some of this stuff, but my favorite user axe right here, buddy. Look at all the mud on it. The X27 Fiskars. You can throw this thing across the yard and pick it up. I got pictures of this with icicles hanging off of it in a piece of wood. I use this more than any other axe. You know why? Because it's effective, very effective, a tool. Very. If anybody says otherwise, they're wrong. Andre, you can attest to this. Everybody probably on here has probably got one of these of some sort. And it does not hurt your hands beyond popular belief. See it's hollow? It's like shock resistant, or I think they call it isocore technology, whatever that means. And okay, but the main reason is because it is effective. See the profile? Very, very effective. Look at that. That's a splitter, man. It's a splitting axe. And if you break this in any way, shape, or form, the entire life of it, you bring it back to the store and get a brand new one. Sorry, that's my opinion. For all you purists out there, come on, man. It's common sense to me. You got to at least have one of those in your arsenal. Jack, what's up? If nobody knows Jack Howe, he's my best friend. We've known each other since third or fourth grade, isn't it, Jack? He's like my brother. I'm not sure he claims me as such, but hope you're doing well, buddy. Tell Jim I said hi. Stephen Gwynn, no way. What's up, buddy? Merry Christmas to you, bud. I don't even think I have the chain brake band, John. Who asked me that? Yeah, John. I don't even think I have the chain brake band part either. I don't, man. I need a flag, and I think that it'd probably be easy for a guy to just get the clutch cover with the brake flag already on it. But I think that I feel bad asking for that much. But I mean, I'll throw you some money, man. I don't care about that. I mean, I do, but I just want to get Wooly something nice, or if somebody wants to donate it or whatever, I'll definitely make sure to say this is from this person, this person, this person, whoever, because I already got it. There's already a person that's on the list that's donated some things. Nate and King Saul's Josh at King Saul's. He's the one basically that sent the parts and stuff for the saws. So it's going not just from me. It's going to be from whoever pitches in. So, but if I have to throw a few bucks at something, that's fine. I'll do it. Yeah, Fiskars, man. I love Fiskars. So why'd you change your name to Screwdriver Tuning? I do like that though. It's cool. Yeah, third grade. Gosh, it's crazy, man. Chain Brake Band. Is it a country western rock group? Yeah, I think so. It is now. Oh, you guys don't like my stuff? You guys aren't liking my stuff? I don't, whatever you do there. So, okay. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Why we've all come together in our congregation, brothers and sisters. This is how I categorize axes. I categorize them non-users / shelf queens. Okay, that's the first category, we'll say. Okay, and I'll give you an example. This is an example of a shelf queen non-user to me. This Bucking Special. Okay, that is Black Raven, double bit, cruiser head, Bucking Special handle. I'm not going to use that, okay? that axe head is so old, I'm afraid to hit it, number one. But number two, I want it to be preserved. I want it to, to pass that on to my sons, and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm not going to use that as an example. Easy. Like an axe that I buy brand new that's kind of smaller, like a camping axe or something like this Snow and Neely right here. If I can set it up for you guys. The Snow and Neely. I'm not going to use that probably either. Gosh, that light is really bright, whitening everything out, isn't it? Sorry. I've never done this here. It says Snow and Neely here, and then it's got the tag. It's not super expensive, but it's a nice axe, and it's new. And I'm thinking, when I pass some of my stuff on to my sons, it'd be nice for them to have kind of newer stuff as a collectible or something. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's not a good way to do it, but but that's what I consider also a wall hanger or a collectible type, what I say, non-user, right? This is another example. This is a this is not a really expensive axe or anything like that. It's a, what do you call it? A CRKT. This was given to me by my sons on Christmas. Okay. I might use it. I don't know. They probably want me to, but it's kind of cool. See, it has it's like a camping axe, you know. It's like, you know, like this, and then you see, and then if you want to use it, you just put the thing on, right? Somehow, yeah, like this, you know, and then I'm sure they'd want me using it. It's got the good like hammer on the pole, like, see that? Like a camping axe. But, you know, I really haven't used it because it's kind of sentimental. I don't know. I probably should. I know they want me to. So I probably should, but, you know, I don't know. I probably will. But, you know, anyway, that's in the same family as a non-user. Another one is like if somebody sends me one, like a fellow YouTuber or a friend, I will likely, some of them I'll use, but it's pretty rare. Like Aaron and Andrew, they sent me a double bit user. You know, they've already split. You know, Aaron was splitting with it already. He's like, man, that's pretty decent little. You know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go split with it. How much more I'll split with it? Probably not much. But this is one. This is something that was made. So stuff like that. I have a few of these, and I don't use these much. I don't know. It's like a Craftsman, like it's got the leather, and I don't know. They're just kind of like utility hammers. They're real thin profile. I don't know really what they'd be good for because they're not really heavy enough for kindling. Maybe like a real small kindling, but I've used it. I've used actually these for hafting other axes, but I don't really use these much. But they're not. They're beat up. But I would consider those kind of non-users, more of just a tool that's laying around. Some older antiques. I usually don't. I don't see having a use for this axe at all. I don't even know. You know, I don't have to make any shingles anytime soon or anything like that. I don't know what that's for, to be honest. But me and Chris Killinger were at an antique mall. I don't know, year ago or so, year and a half ago, and I picked this up there, and he said that this looked like the original handle, and so I don't know. I thought that was it looks like an antique, you know. It looks like an antique. It really does. It doesn't even say anything on it. But I thought that, you know, that's something that just to kind of keep and not use. I have used it just to try it, but it's awkward. And then things like this that I make that are kind of just cosmetically, I put it like this, but you see this, it's I made it out of a small baseball bat, New York Yankees, you know, and this cheap head. It's just like a conversation piece, right? I didn't even finish it up here, paint it or anything. But I'd be scared to hit wood with this. I really would. This is probably made out of pine because this kind of axe is just like a novelty, or not axe, bat where they hand them out or something. It's just like a novelty. It's probably the first time I hit that, it'd break. You know, things like that. I'm not gonna. I got a video on that somewhere in the archives. You know, I have a ton of bats. I wanted to do some more, but like good wood bats, like a user. And then little things like this obviously are just this little marbles mini axe. You know, you're not gonna do anything with that. That's the coolest little thing ever, though, isn't it? Chop lettuce or something. Carrots. Oh shoot! But these are so cool. I found these. I forget where I found these. I got two of them, and one I've been meaning to give to Killinger because I told him I got him one. He'd probably avoid me. Say, I don't want that. Paperweight. It's got a little sheath with it. I think they're just so cool. Just, again, good like little conversation pieces or something. Something just, shelf queen, non-user type thing. So while I'm doing this, I can't do two things at once. So sorry if you guys are asking me questions. I need to get a moderator. So anyway, I thought these are kind of cool. Stuff like that. That's what I categorize as a non-user. Put this back up. It's got the box with it and stuff. It says Marbles. It says Marbles Quality Knives on it. There's two of them. So those are what I consider non-users or shelf queens. That's the first category. Just a second. So that's the first category, right? There's not a lot. I don't have a lot. I mean, that's literally all of them that I don't use. Pretty much. Hopefully you could hear what I just said. Let me get some of these out of the way here. Well, they're not in the way. I'll just leave them. Okay. The next, here, let me look at the comments and see. Journey North, yeah. Hey, speak of the devil. Where'd it go? Journey North, yeah. I was just showing this little axe you made me off. He got me a hammer and an axe. There was something else, I think. Can't remember what it was, but yeah, Journey North is the one who actually gifted this to me. Thanks again, man. But again, and I'm sure he wants me to use it too. But I just don't. I don't know. I just don't want to use it because it's from, it's kind of special to me, these things, So, but anyway, yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Journey North. Well, that couldn't have worked out any better, could it? Okay, so anybody else? Goats, what's up? James Groves, no way. James has gifted us with his presence. Yes. Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Zach Gross, no way. How you doing, bud? Mama Taz. So the next, I'll scratch it off. Next one, the next category. So we had non-users and shelf queens. Next category, I think, is splitters, which is probably my favorite type of axe. Just, I don't know why. Probably because I split more than anything. I use axe as a tool and to split more than anything. Right? And so you guys already saw the Fiskars, right? I mean, that's like the main thing I'll split with, again, because you don't care about it. You just throw it across the yard. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You break it, you get a brand new one for a lifetime. Okay. And of course, you got your splitting mauls, right? This is a maul that I got. This was probably the very first splitting tool that I've ever had. Was this thing? It's some hardware store junk. This is like the third handle for it. It's like a trooper handle. And it cracked even. So I put this like bell wire and a clamp here and then, covered it all with this. But hey, man, that sucker's mean. It'll go through anything. I think that's a 6-pound maul. And this is the second one I ever got. Same thing, hardware store junk. It's called a True American. And it says US 13 on it. I don't know what that means. Probably can't pick that up. Yeah, maybe. See, it says US 13 right there. I don't know. Just a hardware store. Look at that hafting job. What's hey? I don't know. But it does really well, man, for splitting, believe it or not. But I've never replaced the handle on that. I've never had to. Surprised. So, yeah, as far as splitting goes. And then you got stuff like this old plum here. This old plum. It's like a 3-pounder, 3.5 pound. Probably used to be a 3.5 pounder. I picked it. I did this handle. Now I did paint this right here with paint, and it seems to be holding up well. Whoever was asking was Caleb, or somebody was asking about that. I painted that, and it's held up really well. I just used like an oil-based black paint, and I never, I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought, I'll try it. So yeah, that worked out okay. This actually isn't cracked or anything. I just wanted to put it on there. I thought it was cool as paracord. And this is like a plum. It's probably started life as a 3.2. It's probably closer to 3 pounds now. But this has got a good splitting profile on it. I think this is the one. Yeah, pretty good. The cheeks are fat. And it's a really old plum. So, but that's like a splitting profile. Then hopefully Brian Two Bears is still on. This is my council tool that he just had a video using his. This is my council tool. What are these? 3.5 pounds, aren't they, Brian? Yeah, 3.5 pound council tool. They're nice, really nice, inexpensive axe heads. This one's on a Killinger, 28-inch. I don't think he calls that a French curve. He calls it something else, but I use this. It's 28-inch handle. This is the one I got when I hafted it. I'll try to get up close. The wedge here, I got from Woolly's World, so overseas. He sent me some of this. It's bog oak or something like that. It's like black, and it got it was underwater for thousands of years, I guess. Hundreds of years, thousands, I think. So this is called bog oak, I think, and I have some more of it. And this right here is a bullet. It's a 270. I think that's a 270, isn't it? It looks small for a 270. I can't remember what that is. Golly, man, that is... No, it's a 222 Remington. Rim mag, I don't know. Anyway, that's what that is. It's a little primer, like... Sorry, it's backwards here, but the primer's still on it too. It's never been fired. So hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. Hasn't yet. But I thought that was kind of cool. I did this years ago, but this thing, I love splitting with this thing. It's real short for me, 28-inch handle, man, and you just can put so much power into it. And the profile, you can't hardly pick it up. It's shining off, but it's pretty fat. It does real well for splitting. So there's that. Then, of course, you can split with this. I mean, look at that. You can definitely split with this one. This Tassie, you can do anything with one of these axes. But man, this thing, I can't wait to split with this. I got the aluminum, Timber Sports wedge in that. You see there. But this is again, this is a HVR Vika 4.5 pound Tassie on a Killinger French curve. Then you can also split with these racing axes. Let me get this out of here. I mean, they split really well. I mean, probably because of the weight and stuff, but you can, you can split with these racing axes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't mind getting one of the smaller ones, to like the miniature type ones to split with. But yeah, you don't want to split with these because the edge, the blade is so razor sharp, and it I would hate to chip this. But this axe I got this axe head from Grant Foreman. He's a Steel Timber Sports athlete and friend of.
Here's what I found.
Sorry, my watch is talking to me. And friend of mine, just lives a little bit away here across the border in Ohio. And this handle was made by Jason Lentz. He was, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he the 2021 world champion? Jason was, right? 21, wasn't it? It wasn't this year. I think it was last year. But he makes axe handles. Awesome guy, too. But anyway, obviously you can split freaking anything you want with that. But I'm not doing that. No way. No way, Jose. Somebody blow me up. Grant gave me the cheap sheath that you got to do all this with instead of the Velcro. But hey, that's cool. That's fine with me. Just looking at the comments here. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Matt. Okay, Aaron. Here's another one I haven't split with yet. It was gifted to me by some fellow YouTubers. But I think they want me to split with this too, a big 36-inch handle. And so, but that's a good splitting profile. See there? What is that? That's a, I'm not sure what this is. It has an A19 on it. But anyway, that one. And then if you know me, I like double bits. And I mainly split with double bits. Like, this is not really a double bit to split with, but it does split. This Sager Chemical 1946. Well, here. It's got more of a thinner profile. This is on a Killinger Red Elm handle, 28-inch. It's you can split with it. I kind of have one edge to split with and kind of one to chop with, so I included it with this the splitting section. But that's a really nice piece. That's probably the shortest handle splitter that I have. And then this is the one sent to me by Aaron and Andrew. Yeah, this is the one. This is a True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works. This is probably closer to a 30. 30-inch handle, I'd say 32 maybe. And that's a real nice hickory handle. And this thing splits pretty well, but again, it's more smaller wood and then chopping. But I have split wood with this. It's not super effective, but it'll do good. So there's that one. And this is one my girlfriend got me for Christmas one year. It's a plum. It used to be a 4-pound plum head. And I think they tried to make it kind of, Viking it out or something. The toe and heel, right? I'm trying to remember. Heel and toe were probably ate up with, or chipped up or something. They kind of profiled it. But this is a pretty cool, and this handle is really, really nice tool too. This is a 36-inch-ish handle, 34 maybe. And this has a stamp on the bottom, and I can't find out who this is. Man, that's dark. Sorry. Let me try to get that. See that? Does anybody, you see that? Let me try to turn. Can't really see it. Sorry, guys. There's a stamp on the bottom of that, and I can't find out. And she lost the receipt or something, or it was like an eBay purchase, I think, or something. And I can't figure out who this is from. I wanted to reach out to him. There's that one I split with a lot, and then here's my baby right here. This is my favorite. I call it the poor man's bucking special. Which again has nothing to do with Buck and Billy Ray's prices or anything like that. Some idiot said that to me one day in the comments, like I'm gonna put the man down or something. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. This is a 3-2 proper double bit and a 34-inch handle, and it was my first double bit that I ever built, and I made this handle, and I found this in the garage and forgot I had it, and just kind of put a profile on it, and it was a time in my life where I was really down and out, and I started watching Buck and Billy Ray and Killinger and Out of the Woods, and a lot of these good channels that are real positive, and that teach you things, and I started getting back into it, and I got my mind off of all this. I was in the middle of a divorce and all these things, and got my mind off of everything, and it, I started working, with my hands, and this is the beginning of that for me. And so that's kind of the story behind why I call it the poor man's bucking special, because I had lost my job. I didn't have any money. I was a poor man at the time, and I couldn't afford anything like a bucking special or anything. So that's kind of what that means there, just in short. But this is my favorite splitter. I love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. The cheeks are real fat on it, which makes it a really good splitter. I mean, they're for a double, but that's pretty fat, I think. Fat with an F. And here's this monster. I mean, this thing's a monster. True Temper, Kelly Works. It's a Lippincott. I have no idea. I'm not sure what that is. But this has a really unique handle. It's a Blue Jay. And I'm not sure. It's like octagon shaped. Or not, octagon shaped. And this thing's so big I can barely put it on here. But it's a 4-pound beast. And it splits wood like you wouldn't believe, man. So, but I absolutely love this thing, man. I mean, it feels so good in your hands. And it's like, when you split wood with this, you're like, yeah, I got something, man. Bam! And I'm assuming this is all original. So, but I like splitting with it. I'm not going to hang it on the wall. It's just really cool. It's really cool, man. So, yeah, I can't wait to split with this thing again. It's a freaking beast, man. Love it. Big rounds, no problem. Oop. So anyway, yeah, and I have a few more, but they're at my buddies, and this is going on long enough. I hope you guys are cool with me. I'm just trying to kill time. It's winter and it's Christmas time. Most people are off work, and like today it was like minus 44 degrees Fahrenheit with the wind chill outside here in Indiana. The true temperature was like minus 12 or whatever, but the wind was like 50-mile-an-hour gusts and stuff. So I'm thinking, what's there to do? Maybe some people are on YouTube kind of trying to just pass the time or something, and kind of in my predicament too. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this. But I hope y'all enjoy it. But okay, enough with the splitters. And I'm not really a chopper guy, not much. I mean, I chop some, but I used to a lot, but I don't really anymore. But Matt and Vintage Axe Hoarder and Kurt S. and people like that are kind of trying to get me into it. And Brian Two Bears, he does a lot. I really like that challenge that Kurt S. did with the real big round, chopping that. Woo! That's going to be fun. I like to do that. But yeah, so choppers. And again, there's single bits and double bits in this. Again, I think that this Sager is a good chopper, personally. Again, I'll show the profile on that. It's almost like there's a profile that has fat cheeks, and the other one is kind of thinner. It's kind of odd, but that's cool too. You find these axes that are kind of unique like that. Is it a blemish? I don't know. I think it's cool though. But this is more of a splitter, I'd say, and it's got a short handle. And again, this flint edge it does pretty good with chopping. I'm sorry, I said splitting. With chopping, it's pretty thin profile. Again, it can split. Either one of these can split, but they're good for chopping. And obviously, the ultimate chopper is a Timber Sports racing axe. You can't beat that. That's the ultimate chopper. And then what do I got? Oh, the chopping ones. That might be what I have out at my buddies, or all the choppers. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Because I was practicing out there. Sorry, guys, I don't have a bunch of that stuff here. But basically, a chopper has a thinner profile typically. Or at least they're ground to chop versus split. So I'm no pro on that. But Smitty! What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you give me a super chat? Well, thanks a lot for that. Merry Christmas to you and your family, man. Ohio Lumberjack in the house. Yeah, no, you can't beat this Timber Sports axe. It's just how it is. That's just the ultimate. It's kind of like a hot saw, the hot saw of axes. Zoop, 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 done. Chop, 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 done. Don't put it in hardwood. Preferably no bark. Kind of a baby thing, but man, it's a beast. Yeah, thanks, Smitty. Dang. Yeah, good country living. Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Thanks for swinging by, man. I hope you all have a good Christmas. Miss anybody? So yeah, sorry, I forgot I have all my chopping axes out at my buddy's house. We've been just practicing away, and RH Performance and Machine in the house. What's up, buddy? Oh, thanks for the super chat. You don't have to do that, man. You guys are so nice. Merry Christmas to you, man. Now, if you don't know, Ryan, RH Performance Machine, he makes he made a chain vise, a small chain vise, and they're really nice. And he sent me one, and it should be here any time, but whenever. And I'm going to do a video on it. It's good for like any kind of hand filing, but I'm going to specifically use it mainly for square filing. It's going to be great. I can't wait till you guys see that. It's so awesome. But Matt, thanks, man. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. Vintage Axe Holder throwing up a super chat. You guys are really cool, man. I feel blessed to be in this community. It's crazy. It's just everybody's so awesome here, man. It's nuts. So anyway, so sorry I don't have all the choppers here. I have like 4 or 5 of them out at my buddies. I forgot about that. And the last is kind of a category that has maybe some controversy to it. The last category. So we had non-users, shelf queens. We had splitters, and then choppers. And then the last one in my eyes, there are probably more, but is wedge bangers. Okay. So what's a wedge banger to you guys? To me, it has a shorter stick. No, to me, it's nothing over like a 24-inch stick, like a boy's axe handle size to me. It's almost always straight. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Doesn't have to be short either. But it relatively thick handle, I think. And the head has to have a really good, solid pole on it, right? So like, okay, so my very first wedge banger ever was this. I've had this thing forever. And I made it out of an old broken, here, I guess I got this thing, I keep forgetting. I made it out of an old broken axe handle. Like I kept this part and then I just, chopped it off here. That's probably only like 18, 20 inches long. And this thing is so good for kindling too. This is like a chopper profile. Gosh, hard to see. But you can split with it a little bit. It's really good for kindling. It is a Falls City Kelly Works. See how the bevels are and everything on that? It's pretty nice. This is one of my favorite axes. I love this thing. This is really nice. But this was my very first wedge banger. Because you can see the pole here? See how square it is? See that? How square it is? That's what sold me on that. Okay. This axe head probably deserves better than to be a wedge banger. I'm going to be honest with you. But, that's what sold me on it was that pole. So, and then, now I made one. So now this is where kind of some controversy gets in. What do you do with old axe heads that you can't reprofile? Well, you can try to fix them, but then you run into like tempering problems and potentially, and, things of that nature. Well, if they have a good pole on them, I say turn them into a wedge banger. Because how often do you use the knife edge part, the axe part, on a wedge banger? Hardly ever, right? So it's essentially like just a hammer, like a sledge or something that you're using. So, and I'm not done with this, so don't make fun of me. But I nicknamed this one Stubby. So I said, you know what? I got this old plum. It used to be a plum 3.2, and it had it was completely just cracked, man. Done. There's no way. The size of like a silver dollar cracked in it. It was done. It chipped out, right? So I just ground all that off. And this is on a walnut handle that I made. It's walnut and it has oak. The ends have oak. See, there's oak attached to the walnut. Kind of like fancy. Yeah, it's not that fancy, but. And then it also has a oak wedge. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see, but man, it's an oak wedge. But look at this. His name's Stubby. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it's heavy at the end, and I just ground it down to be a wedge banger. And look at the pole. I mean, that's great, man. Look at that big old sucker. That's perfect for, you know what I mean? So, but look at how small. That's why I call it Stubby. His name's Stubby. So I don't know. Is that a bad idea? I don't know. I mean, I still have kind of an edge on it. If you have to get the bark off a tree or something when you're felling trees, it works fine for that. But real short handle, straight. So this is what I use now for a wedge banger. So, and I made it all. I made this all out of wood from my property. So I don't know. It's just kind of cool. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Instead of throwing a head away, you know what I mean? You could do something like that. So walnut handle, I would not put on a large, I wouldn't make a large handle, but hey, it works pretty good, man. I mean, this wood is fantastic. And it's beautiful too. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can pick up that grain or not. Probably not. Sorry, it does this. They don't let you stream in 1080. It's only 720, so you can't pick up all that good stuff. You can't really see it, but it's beautiful. It's walnut. I mean, gee whiz, walnut's beautiful. So anyway, that's my wedge banger that I use. So, and you can use all kinds of stuff for wedge bangers, but that's what I use. Okay. So that's what I got for you guys. But wait, there's more. You think I was going to let you go that easy, did you? So I got some sticks here, all Killingers. You've seen a lot of my other ones. I think I have one of each of his, at least, he's made. And again, here's that boy's axe handle that I was experimenting on. I think that looks so cool. That's a 24-inch boy's axe handle. It's red elm. And here is another boy's axe handle that's red elm. Or wait. Yeah, that's red elm too. Same thing. Golly, man, that light is washing everything out. Sorry, guys. Beautiful little sticks. Okay. What we got next? Oh, look at these little guys. What you got here? Like a larger hatchet. That's hickory, I believe. Man, that might be red elm. No, that's hickory. Here's one of his hatchets. Golly, man, you can't really see that. Sorry, guys, you can't. These lights are so bright you can't see the grain very good. But they're really nice, compared to the 24-inch. See, like a larger hatchet, like a camping axe or something you could use that with, or kindling splitter. What's this? Oh, this is even a larger hatchet. Look, I told you, man, I got every one of his. I love his handles. I mean, I love Killinger too, but before I knew him, I that's how I met him. So here's his 24-inch boy's axe. This is, I don't know what the length is, maybe 18, 20 inches, 18 to 20. 20-inch. I don't know, 20-inch what? Hatchet handle maybe, or that could be a boy's axe too. I don't know. And then here's this hatchet. That's probably 18. No, 16, 16, 16, 18, and 20, 24. Got two of the boys' axe propers. And what else I got? Oh, Adirondack handle. Here's his Adirondack handle right here. This is long. So, and I'll show you what I'm going to put that on here. Well, maybe you guys can help me choose because I'm not torn. But I know it's not like a extreme looking Adirondack handle, but I personally like that because most Adirondacks, as you know, have a double bit that goes on them, right? And I never understood that because if you look at the old school vintage Adirondack handles, they have like a real extreme curve right here. And I don't see what you'd turn that around and it just would be awkward to me. But I don't get that. But that's why I really like these. I'm glad he went with this style too. But that's a nice big old fat. Look at that. That's a pretty fat handle for a Killinger. I know it's still thin, but that's a beast of a handle right there. Really nice hickory. Do you guys salvage axe handles? Jimbus Maximus. I love that name. Jason Tongue, nuh-uh. What's up, buddy? Do you guys salvage axe handles if you can? See, to me, that's salvageable. See, I beat that off there. That did not sound right. Sorry. I got the head off of this, and it's an old vintage type handle, real thin stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to throw it away or whatever. So I kept it. Do you guys keep them? I do if they're salvageable. Guys on the in the groups and stuff, axe groups, they're like, trash it, burn it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I ain't made out of money. So I try to keep them if I can. All right, let's look at some axe heads. Oh, I'm running out of room up here, guys. Here's an old axe head I like. That I got of a friend of mine named Nate. He found in his garage. I like the shape of that. Real standard. Reminds me of Abraham Lincoln. Look at all the screws in that. Them old boys didn't care back then. They're like, grab a couple of drywall screws, Jimmy. So, yeah. That's a heavy booger, man. I bet that thing's 4 pounds. But look how old that is. I got this old maul, too. This old maul head. Probably 6-pounder. I like the profile of it. See how it's symmetrical on both ends? I don't know where it was forged, but the eye's pretty big and it's symmetrical and proper. And it says, wear safety goggles on it. So I don't know. But I liked it. And here's an old axe head that this is Charles Briscoe's. It was given to him by John Arnett down at Hopperstock, and I'm gonna half that for him. But man, look at the pole on that sucker. That's a big old boy, man. Look at that. Look how big that pole is. So that's Briscoe's. Lord have mercy. Look at all this. I need to get on it. I need to get putting these things on here. Here's an old. Here, I'm gonna turn this into a throwing axe. It's an ox head. You like those? Ox head. Who's that by? Like, I don't know. I don't remember. It says original ox head brand. Does anybody know the manufacturer? I can't make it out. It's like Dutch or something. Okay. Grant, is that you? Ohio Lumberjack? I can't remember. Yeah, I know you changed your thing. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, I thought that's how I got this off of Grant. You know what I did with all that transaction, so let's keep it between us. Yeah, I figured that'd be a good thrower, wouldn't it, Grant? Anyway, there's that. I mean, I know you probably got a million nice ones. Okay, what else we got? Oh, looky here, looky here, looky here. Does anybody know what this is? It's my first ever. Anybody? This is a plum. This is a plum too, so nobody knows what this is, really? Yep. Brian Two Bears, Puget Sound, that's right. Puget Sound. Puget pattern, man. I love these things. This is my very first one. That's the only one I have. I need to half that on something cool too. It's that would be cool. This would look really cool with the banana file. Is that what they call it? Like where it's just straight right here on either side. I think that would look cool. Oh, look at this beauty. God, this thing's beautiful. I got this off of, I forget his name. Awesome dude. Look at it. It's Old Collins double bit. Look at that beauty. Huh? Huh? Woo-hoo-hoo! Quit it. That'll get the temperature up, gentlemen. That is a gorgeous axe. Look at that thing. Isn't that just something special? I love that sucker. I cannot wait to put that on something. Oh, Collins. It's got the bevels. Man. Major Picks. What's up, buddy? Merry Christmas to you, man. What else we got? Oh, check this old girl out. This is the guy got this one and a couple more off. Last name of Culpepper. Awesome dude. This is a not clipper warranted. Only one side's kind of. I just profiled one side. But it's hard to see that. But this is the one I was thinking about putting on that this Adirondack handle. This old knot clipper right here. What do you think? Isn't that a cool one? That's old, man. Look how thin. That's a sweet head there. I'm running out of room, gentlemen. What else we got? Got a few more in here. Oh, look at this. Charles Briscoe gave me this. I may have showed everybody before, but this is an old hand-forged hammerhead. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Look how big that is right there. I think that's neat. Old bellhopper'd love to have that, I bet. Look how true that is. Them guys back in the day, boy, they knew how to make stuff. We ain't got nothing on them old boys. That's a nice piece right there. Hand forged. He found that like in the trash or something and gave it to me. That didn't sound right either. What we got here? Oh, yeah. This is a Craftsman double bit from Aaron at Grizzly Wood Services. That's probably going to be my next hang right here. Isn't that a nice one? It's a Craftsman. Pretty cool, huh? Nice one. Good shape too, man. Thanks, Aaron. That's probably the next one I hang. I'm looking forward to that. I love double bits, obviously. Okay, now speaking of John Arnett, when I was down at Hopperstock, he was passing all these heads around and stuff, and I just couldn't wait to get my hands on this. I had to have it, and it's an old. It says Union up top. Look at that bad boy. It's got red up on it. Look at that. Okay, so you can't tell how big it is, but it's really big. Now this is a chopper too. This ain't a splitter. Look at this profile. Look at that. Man, tell me that ain't a chopper. Look how thin that is. You see that? Look at that. That's nuts, man. So you can't tell really how big it is, but it looks kind of like that council tool. If I can find it. I put that thing there. Gee whiz. Axes everywhere. That's it. Yeah. It looks a lot like this council tool. Right? Look. Man, you can't see the difference in size? Here. Go like this. Look at that. See, it's a lot bigger. It's made by Union. I don't know who. Probably American made, yeah. That's a pretty cool piece, but look at the differences in the profiles of these. Look how fat the cheeks are on this axe compared to that. I'm not good at this. Yeah, look at that. That's a heck of a difference. So yeah, that's going to be a cool one there. What else? Okay, I got one more. I can't remember where I got this one from, but this is an old Craftsman single bit. And it has some interesting markings on it. But anyway, check that. This is a pretty big one too. See that? It has some really interesting markings on it. It's there's no way this is showing the camera. It has maybe y'all know what this is. It says Craftsman, Made in USA, registered trademark, and then it has an M and a C maybe, and then 2 lines above the M and 2 lines above the C. Does anybody know what that means? Is that just part of the trademark thing or something? But yeah, that's a cool piece there. It's a heavy booger too, man. So that's going to be a beautiful one there, man. I can't wait to get that one hafted up. Ooh, wouldn't that be neat on that one in boys' axe handles? Maybe not. That's a big one. Oh, is that too odd? That's pretty cool looking, isn't it? That's nice. I don't know, guys. What do you think? That's pretty sweet, though. That's a big old boy, though, man. I don't know. It doesn't feel too bad. And it'd be down a little bit more, but does that look odd? Yeah, I kind of don't know, man. I'm not hip to all that stuff because I know there's like cosmetic axes that look cool, but then you go to use them and you're like, this is what the heck? This is so unproportioned or whatever. I ain't down with that stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what I think maybe a 28-inch handle would go good with this personally, but I mean it looks cool, but it just I don't know. There's something about it I'm not sure I like. Are these all boys axe handles? Yeah, okay. I got some more handles somewhere too. I just can't remember where the heck they are. But anyway, I think that's it here. That's it. Just that many. That's all. Not too many, just a few. All right, what's up with you guys, man? Let me look at some of these comments. I'm just passing the time. So, major picks. You ready for that chainsaw, brother? I'm about to send that to you, man. The Peter Frampton. It's going to be hard to top my video, man. I'm just telling you. Okay, I'm just telling you. I had Filbert on there, and Filbert the Geek. He was rocking that battery powered chainsaw pretty good, man. It's going to be a hard one to top. The axe is in the garage. Stay in the garage. Yeah, Caleb, man. I like axes more than I do chainsaws, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I like axes more than I do I'm more into axes than I am chainsaws. But I probably know more about chainsaws. It's weird. Yeah, axes, that was my first thing, man. Like, I grew up splitting wood and before my dad would let me use a chainsaw. Boy, when I got a hold of that Homelight XL12, it was all over. No, I haven't looked at that yet. That Natity video. I haven't looked at that yet. Gotta look at the head on this. Good Lord, I need a haircut. Or put that back on. Somebody sees me. There we go. Yes, Filbert. He'll be back. Yeah, I talked to him the other day. Oh, Jesus. What are you talking about, Grant? Child's play. What do you mean? What's child's play? My stuff? Probably is child's play to your stuff. You got some plans? All right. Got some plans, yes. I know, man. I need to get the Mohawk back. It's a little too cold for the Mohawk, though. We'll bust him out this summer. I do need more axes. You're right. I do. I need some more axe handles too. You know where I can get any? I need I'm I need more axe handles. I got the axes. I need the handles. I don't think Filbert could handle a 92cc power saw. Man, he looks pretty frail. Well, I don't know about that. He's just uneducated. Might put like the wild thing in his hands or something first. Yeah, I got a couple axes, Brian. Wait, what here? I see the word Dalmar out of all these words. I gotta read this. Ella, you were the. I'm the reason you got into older chainsaws? You have a Dalmar 6800i? Get out of town. Caleb. Uh, that's awesome, bro. That made my day, man. That's really cool of you to say. Uh, you got a 6800i? Those things are rare now, man. You better hang on to that one, buddy. That's one of my favorites, man. I love that saw. Love it. Yeah, everybody needs more axes, Jason. I don't know what we don't need this many axes, but yeah, we do. Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah. I look at it like, if you're into something, this is healthy. This is a healthy. Um, it's not really a collection because they're tools and you use them as well. Same with chainsaws. But we go overboard, right? But it's better than gambling, in my opinion, and going out and boozing it up all the time and spending your money on all that. Which, I mean, it's your money, you do whatever you want, but there could be, what I'm trying to say is there could be so many worse, habits, or not habits, but you know what I mean. What you're into, it's like I'm talking to a female. I mean, I don't have anybody to answer to, so it's easy for me to say that. But if I were answering to someone, if I were married, that's what I'd say. I mean, it's a healthy, thing that you're into. It's not unhealthy or something. I don't think. You don't want to see my guitar collection, by the way. But it's healthy too. Trust me. Yeah, Jim. 7900 is one of my favorite saws. Love it, man. Just such an awesome saw. So light, just as light as the 500i. Same power, a lot cheaper. That's right, man. You got to have a variety of all of them because that axe might not work on this and that axe might not work on that. Right. Same with saws and my guitar, same thing. Tune one in the key of E, one standard, one D. Gotta have a bunch of them. I get it. Investment, yeah. Or like for me, this collection will go to my sons. Family heirlooms, things like that. Yeah, but Mandy's into the same things you are, Grant. So come on, man. That's not fair. You got lucky, pal. We all can't get so lucky. What saw you talking about, Jim? That's stout? Yes. Zombie apocalypse. I keep forgetting about that part. Got to have a few of them for that. Each member of the family. They wouldn't be arguing about if you had axes then, would they, Grant? Like, hand me an axe. I'm glad you got the axes because the zombies are trying to get in the house, and you got you can't just. They're already dead. So, long story. Oh, you're saying the Makita 7900 pulled stronger than the Dalmar 7900? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, I obviously love both saws, but to me, the Makitas that I've ran, for some reason, are a little heavier. It's a little bit heavier. I don't know why. And the older Dalmars have always pulled a lot harder to me, the ones that I've ran. But it's just me. There is a little bit of difference there. But they're all strong. All of them are strong. I mean, it's just like a little difference, the ones I've ran. But yeah, I think the 6400 conversions, for some reason, they seemed heavier to me. I don't know what that was about. The Makita 6400, and then when you put the 7900 top in, this saw seemed heavier. I don't know why. All the ones I've ran. I like the blue ones too. I like the orange ones too. I like all saws. The 6100, wow, I didn't really like that saw. I like the 6400, and then I got a couple 5105s. Those are sweet saws too. I've only ran one 6100. It might have just been some stock thing. I don't know. I just wasn't really into it. Maybe it was no, you know what? I take that back. I think it was the 5600 that I didn't like. Yeah, but see, the older Dalmars had the fast coil on them already. All my saws got the, was it 13.6, I think, coil. My 6400 does too. It was one of the older ones. What's the 120 Super is the 68cc as well, right, Jason? Just like the SI, because I got the SI. I think the Super is also 6800, isn't it? Or 68cc, because the 6800 is 68cc as well. Hey, at least you know what? If you don't like Dalmar for anything, at least appreciate the way they did the model numbers. I mean, it's like you can look at the model number and know exactly what size, or very close what size the CC is on the saw, except 120. But like the PS series, which is mainly what I have, all those saws, 6800, 9010, 90cc, 7900, 79, 7300, 7310. It's at least you know what size those are. You get into steel, I just forget it, man. 500i, what's that telling me? Nothing. 400. A 362. What's a 362? Isn't it like a 59 something cc saw officially? Even Husqvarna. Some right? Is it the newer stuff? No, they're pretty. Some of their stuff's pretty spot on too, right? I'm trying to remember. Man, there's so much. Golly. Mustang James. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. Yeah, Caleb, you did. I got derailed with chainsaws. See, I wasn't in the mindset for chainsaws. I'm getting all discombobulated. I gotta get like pepped up, man, for chainsaws. I gotta have them all here and blah blah blah. Oh shoot, man. Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah. 254. I might be getting one of those pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it. I like those saws. Yeah, Husky's usually accurate. They are, right? Like 3120, isn't that 120cc saw? 372, 572, 272, 72. Well, but then you get in like 365, 372, and there was like a 71cc version. There was a and all that through there. There was something with 371 was more proper, right? So I mean, they all got their things, I guess. Well, I got a couple you can run, Curly Bill. I'd say a Dalmar is closer to a Husqvarna as far as like power and feel. Like the 372, when I ran an original 372, it felt a lot more like one of my Dalmar in that class. Dalmar is very if you like ergonomics, Dalmar it feels so good to me. The ergonomics, that's one really good thing. The PS series, anyway. I really and Solo, God, Solo's the same way to me. Yeah, 362, 371, 372, 375. Yeah, you get a little. There's a lot. You think axes are manlier than chainsaws? Might be an argument there. Might be an argument there. Let me guess, you use all axes and not too many chainsaws. Kurt. It's to me axes are more um since they're old school. I mean, there was axes before there were chainsaws. They're just more of a spiritual tool. Does that make sense at all? It's like, it's real simple, yet what you can do with it. The invention of the axe is just extraordinary to me. That it did so much. It made it helped carve a lot of our future, or our history rather. And an axe there's just something about an axe that has like a hidden manly meaning. You're right, I get it, and and it has so many purposes too. An axe, you can do so many things with an axe. You can chop, you can split, you can hammer, you can kill zombies, as Grant said. I mean, there's a lot. Right. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. That's what I'm saying. There's some compatibility there for sure between Dalmar and Husqvarna. It feels more like a Husqvarna when you cut. I was telling a guy that's never ran a Dalmar. Echo. Speaking of chainsaws, Echo's. I like Echoes a lot. I like Echoes a lot because for the price, what you get, and what they can turn into if you port them too is pretty awesome. And they've always stayed old school with the carburetors and stuff, but I have a feeling that's changing. The new 4310 is coming out, and that is an awesome saw. It's basically like a miniature 7310 Echo. I mean, it looks just like it, the cylinder design and everything, except it's not X torque. What do you call it? Like I said, I'm not in the chainsaw mood right now, or frame of mind right now. What do you call it? The intake where there's the air. Gosh, caught me off guard on that. Somebody help me out here. Strato, yeah, the Stradivarius. No, stratified, right? Yeah, so I think their newer stuff is coming out. It has the 4310 has it, but they're overseas, so a lot of things change, including the price. Thank God, they're like $800 over there. The 4310, 43cc saw. So when they come here, they should be around the $400 mark, I'd say. Stratocaster, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the help on that. Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for editing, I'd be like, in my videos. James Groves with the super chat. Well, Merry Christmas to you, brother. I appreciate you. He's a heck of a guy. Hey, James, you in on the Let's Split This challenge this year, man? I'm counting on you, brother. Yes, Oleomax are awesome. Good luck finding a good one around here. Yes, James is in. Oh, man, I got to have that. That's like a piece of the puzzle that would be gone from it if he wasn't in there. You know what I mean? We got to have that. We got to have him. He throws out some knowledge, man. Bill, what's up, buddy? Lowell, Indiana. I think I had this conversation with you. I'm trying to remember where that's at. Is that more south? Lowell, Indiana? Look on the old iPhone. See what the old iPhone says. Oh, you guys got those beautiful covered bridges down there. Northwest. I love those things, man. Those are so neat. There's a few of them down in Ohio or by the border there too. Hi, Drew. How you doing, bud? What do you think about new X-Torque engines and Huskies? I think they're fine. I don't see anything wrong with those. Um, I think there was a like bench tests on those, and the X-Torques made most power in a different area than the old school models. Was the only difference. They made about the same power, but they were like if you ported, like when you port, you move the power band somewhere else. I think the X-Torque did that somehow too, while saving our Earth. Yes, Kurt. Got to have you in the Let's Split This, brother. That's going to be awesome. I wonder if Buckin will get in it this year again. You think? He's a lot busier than he was last year. He's grown quite a bit. Probably got bigger fish to fry, you know. But it would be cool if he'd do it again, or a couple bigger players like that. That'd be neat, you know, to get some recognition to it. Um, I'd love to see that grow, man. I really would. I didn't start that. Wooly over at Woolly's World did. You know, he started all that, but he didn't have a big connection with a lot of people in the States. So, you know, I kind of tried to, you know, spearhead it over here, which, you know, I'm just a part of it. I'm not, you know, I'm just a part of it. I'm just like everybody else, but it's not at a place. Major Picks channel, he asked where is it at. It's not at a place. It's just a like a concept to raise awareness to men's mental health. So what you do is you split. You could chop, I guess, but it's called Let's Split This. So I would assume splitting would be in the video as well. But you know, it's kind of a free reign thing. But you basically the original concept was to split the burden, because one out of every, I think it's up to one, oh man, one, I think it's close to one out of every four people who commit suicide are men. I mean, I'm sorry, 4 to 1. I said that wrong. Four out of every, say 4 out of every 5 um, people who commit suicide, which is horrible, are men. So it's the majority of people who commit suicide are men, the overwhelming majority. And most of the people who commit suicide have some sort of mental breakdown, or even if it's, you know, a temporary thing. And we just try to raise awareness to that. And, you know, let's split this burden. You know, if you have a person that's struggling in that realm, you know, reach out to them, you know, let's split the burden, that kind of thing. And then it goes along with splitting with axes, you know, as you know, the foundation to that whole effort. So sorry guys, it's getting late. I'm slow with my words, but there's a playlist on my channel. It's called Let's Split This. I think it's the first playlist. So if you go there, you can watch the little mini documentary I made with everybody that participated, and then also all the other videos. So when you go and make the video this year, which I think it was around March. No, it wasn't. It was the first of the year, right, that we started deploying all this. But I'll put out a bunch of stuff, you know, and as I'm sure other people will too, and you just tag Let's Split This, all one word, when you make the video. Splitting wood for 10 minutes. You don't have to go 10 minutes, you know, but that's kind of, you got to have a baseline somewhere, like I said. But I'll put out a big thing, and let everybody know, you know, when to start doing that, or, you know, to prep up for it. It's going to be awesome this year. I look forward to it. John Bob's in the house. What's up, buddy? Man, that sucks. I didn't get to talk to you and Aaron much down at Paul Bunyan. There were so many people there, man, and it was just crazy. But I regret that. I wish I could have talked to you guys more. Aaron Vandenberg. What's up, bud? Oh, you know those little graphics and memes that I make all the time, just goofing off. Um, I made one today for. I'm gonna botch this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this. Oh, you ever heard of a Whiskey River? Whiskey River Art and Trading Company. I made one of those for him today. He used it on his Instagram. It's the one with all the axes on my table, and it says, I don't know if you caught it, if you got Instagram. It says, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside to keep warm, or something. It had all the axes right here on my table by the fire. It was pretty good. But I thought that was pretty cool. That's a pretty big company. Those guys they make axe handles and stuff. Pretty cool guys. Whiskey River. Good night, James. Yeah, I think we should probably all go, guys. There's eggnog to drink and wives to argue with and axes to shine and chains to sharpen. I should make like a night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Went all through the house. And talk about axes and chainsaws and blah, blah, blah. I might do that. Sounds like fun. So, yeah, maybe we should all cut off here. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I don't have any idea. We've been going for 2 hours now, okay? So, hopefully, you guys got a chuckle and got a kick out of my antics here with the axes, and just thought I'd, just Christmas time and everybody snowed in, thought I'd participate in the live, so maybe keep you entertained for a little bit, maybe. So, but yeah, I better head off. I guess I'm gonna say Merry Christmas to everybody one last time. And look, ooh, there we go. And I hope you guys do have a Merry Christmas. This year, let's think about what's truly important in our lives, in our community, locally, and around the world. It's not axes, not chainsaws, not YouTube. It's, family. It's those who are a lot less fortunate than us. There's people out there that aren't even going to eat a meal. So keep that in mind as you eat your meal and as you have these nice things, There's a lot of people that out there that can't afford, any of this stuff, and they can't afford presents for their kids, and they're, just pray for those people and just feel blessed that we have a good community and a good, it's a perfect example of let's split this. There's so many people I could reach out to here. Any of us could just reach out to and talk to about our problems or just a vent about something. And I have, and I will continue to do that. And I know so many of you will too. And feel free to reach out to me anytime on that. And I feel very blessed, and Christmas time is a good time to reflect on that, I think. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's is a good time to reflect on how you can be a better person. So with that said, I'm going to end the broadcast, and Merry Christmas to all you guys, okay? Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.